Probably not right for me to make a video at 3:30 a.m. I'm talking pretty loud right now. There's a good chance my parents hear me. Yes, I am a child. You have a child in your league. Ha. Anyways, I want to discuss my draft. Ignore the stuff at the bottom. This is what matters. Oh. I've never seen Z crystals like this before. Interesting. So I want to discuss my draft for the WCB Wave Crash Battlers Dundozo division. Not sure if Dundozo means anything. I think it's the middle draft, which I'll take middle. It's better than nothing. Some of my friends didn't get it, which is kind of sad. Oh yeah, some of my nicknames haven't been fleshed out. I already know what I want to name my Garchomp though. Yeah, that's right. So my first pick was Mega Scizor. My placement in this was not the best. It wasn't bad though. Towards the end isn't bad, but I didn't want to be towards the end in this one. I wanted to get Dragapult, and instead Crunch took it from me. But like someone was getting it. Come on, let's be honest. Although in the fucking what is it? The Palafin division, Dragapult was around 2. What's wrong with you guys? Also, Aerial Shards is my friend, for anyone wondering. Just felt like mentioning that. I helped him with his draft. Told him to get Valiant and Aegislash. I told him to get Nidoking. He sniped Delphox from me, which is so mean. But yeah. So my draft in the end is the lamest draft you can imagine. So Mega Scizor was my round 1. It was between... I wanted Mega Diancie at first. Once I saw my placement, I knew I wasn't getting Dragapult. So I pivoted to Mega Diancie. It got taken, which, fair, and I was ready for that, so I had backup plans. Instead of Mega Diancie, we would get either Mega Gallade or Mega Scizor. And in the end, we started debating, like, what cores to grab. I was like Mega Scizor Garchomp, Mega Scizor Chi-Yu, Mega Gallade with something, Iron Treads, Golden Bow. But in the end, Fierce Flamethrower suggested Mega Scizor and Meowscarada. And initially, this draft was going to be the draft. I drafted Hisuian Electrode. I love Hisuian Electrode. But sadly, in the end, I decided to listen and just get Meowscarada, which is an excellent Pokemon, so I can't be too mad. It's a great Pokemon. And you guys might have heard I said Mega Scizor Garchomp earlier. I got the fucking Garchomp round 3. 11th place round 3, mind you. No one took Garchomp. No one. Not a soul wanted the Garchomp. Like, Cheesy could have had Garchomp here. Who else could have had Garchomp? Fiona could have had Garchomp, but, like, Iron Bundle's pretty good here as well. It's Fiona, by the way. Ariel could have had Garchomp, but Hisuian Samurot's amazing. Yeah, everyone else already had their Ground or Dragon early, so I was able to grab Garchomp. And that's a great Pokemon. In that dex, Garchomp is very good. I got all the hazards. What else do we have here that Garchomp didn't have back then? I guess not much. I guess Gen 9 is kind of peak Garchomp, I guess. But the next pick was not my choice. I DM'd a mod saying, here's my next picks in this order. But I meant that only for round 3, which is my fault for not being specific about that. And in the end, I got stuck with a goddamn Rotom Wash. Now, was there a chance I would have taken Rotom Wash anyways? Maybe, but I actually don't think it's super likely that I would have. I think it's more likely that I took there was a mod that I wanted that I can't remember what it was. Oh, I think it might have been Thundurus Therian. Thundurus Therian is my favorite Pokemon in draft of all time. I've drafted it before. I can kind of like... Do I have a 13-pointer? Shit. I can still drop Rotom Wash with Thundurus Therian, but that would be a stupid decision because my draft has been built around having Rotom Wash at this point, and I'd have very minimal... I wouldn't have the best fire resist if I drop Rotom Wash. Like, Iron Moth can heal, but it's Iron Moth, and Garchomp can't heal. So, not the best fire resist, not the best water resist. Rotom Wash is really helping a lot with that department. I'm going to lose to a rain draft. Although, there is no rain draft here. Dawes is going to bring rain against me. Anyways, so yeah, Rotom Wash was picked not because I wanted to. The order I wanted was Garchomp, Rotom Wash, Tapu Fini, and then a bunch of other Pokemon. Even Sandy Shocks was on the list for potential round 3s. But in the end, it ended up being my round 4. Little upsetting. Now, round 5 is where I went a little bit haywire. I did not know what the hell I wanted. I got so many different ideas thrown at me. The first one was Terapagos, which makes sense. They were like, the people I was asking, shout out to Fierce Flamethrower, Void of Darkness, Genhui, Agency His Own specifically, and a bunch of other people from random Discord servers, like PokeMMD Discord server. I think Shady was helping me, shout out to them. Terapagos. It's crazy that it never got taken at all. Terapagos is an insane mon here. And while it would have been great for me, I don't know if it actually offers enough to be worth so many points when I have so few points left for all these mons. So Terapagos was a no-go. Next was Enamorous. I needed a fairy. Rotom Wash probably should have been Tapu Fini in hindsight. There's a lot of electrics I would have loved to draft. In hindsight, I should have got like Iron Hands or something, and then had Tapu Fini as my fourth pick, which is definitely a mistake on my part, but I can't get it now. Because even if I do trade for it, it's 1 point more than Rotom Wash, so a lot of stuff is going to have to change and be messed around with, which is annoying. Like, maybe I could ask for Tapu Fini Swalot and give them... Math isn't adding up. I could give them Hatterene Rotom Wash and then get Yuxi and Fini. That's actually kind of good. But I don't think they would want Rotom Wash. I think they would want Fini. I'd have to ask them then. What else was after? What's after Enamorous? Next was going to be the one that I was almost going to take. I almost took it. At this point, it had been 45 minutes of just me going, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. And it's all in a row. All just on me going, all once. And in the end, it was all on Annihilate. Annihilate, I almost picked. Would have been good here. Not a bad mon. But I was also planning my next picks. I was thinking, what Terra Captains do I want? Sigilif is a Pokemon that I could take, but like, I don't know. Sigilif is a really good Terra Captain. Yanmega is a great Terra Captain. And then suddenly Void of Darkness said Iron Moth. Now, I had looked at Iron Moth. To be fair, I looked at everything, but Iron Moth I looked at a little bit more than the others. Why did I look at Iron Moth? Typing and speed tier. The main issue with this draft at this point was the speed tiers. Something between Garchomp and Meowscarada was needed. And I couldn't just get freaking Delphox to fix that. That's only 104, not fast enough. Iron Moth is 110. Fast enough. Iron Moth is a grounded poison, which every draft needs. Iron Moth is a fire. I got fire, water, grass. Iron Moth adds a lot to my team. Here's the issue. I don't believe in Iron Moth. I don't think Iron Moth's too great without Terra. But a lot of people said it was great, and I decided to trust Void of Darkness specifically. Now after I got Iron Moth, I showed it to a few people. Genhui didn't like it, but a lot of other people did. A lot of people thought Iron Moth, hey, that's a pretty cool pick. You know, pretty good. Congratulations, buddy. I like your draft, and it would make me happy, and that's what matters. So yeah, we got Iron Moth. Next is Mismagius. This was a pick that I was going to get. If I was not getting Annihilate, Mismagius was my next pick straight up. To me, Mismagius is an above average Terra Captain. Is it great? Maybe actually. The main Terra Captains I would say are great. Like the top Terra Captains I would rank. Galarian Articuno. Meloetta can Terra in this. How did I not notice that? Oh my god. Maybe I should have got Meloetta. I would like a Ghost immunity. Meloetta. Who else? Noivern apparently can Terra. Who else? Hisuian Electro can Terra. Brute Bana can Terra. That's more of a great Terra Captain than like a crazy one. Oh, Revavroom is Terra banned. How did I not notice that? Rhyperior can Terra, which is really good as well. Flygon can Terra, which is decent, I guess. But Mismagius, I would say, is one of the better ones. It's a really nice Terra abuser, and I'm appreciating it here on this team. More ground immunity, I'll take it. And the next was a pick that I'm a little bit reluctant to grab, and it kind of makes me look back on the Tapu Fini situation, and it just sours me a little bit. I did not need to get Hatterene if I drafted Tapu Fini. I would love to change this draft to be Tapu Fini, Iron Hands, Thundurus Therian, whatever cool electric type. There's so many electric types I want to draft. Electric specifically, I don't know why. Sandy Shocks, Thundurus Therian, Iron Hands, all are Pokemon I want. Rotom Wash I also want, but I would rather have Fini here. Hatterene just makes me look a little sad. So hopefully she gets a lot of kills this league, because otherwise I'm going to be a little bit upset with her. But yeah, it was a very expensive pick. I thought it would be helpful because I have hazard removal, but it's a defog Mega Scizor and defog Rotom Wash. I would not mind having Magic Bounce. Next up is the second Terra Captain. This one I also spent a long time on, but it wasn't all frantic in one. Like it was my pick next. No, it was before my pick, and we just started planning a bunch. This is where I started going to other Discord servers asking for opinions, and then Passim. I narrowed it down to two Terra Captains. I wanted Sigilif. Sigilif would have been fun, but in the end, it was between this and Yanmega. And you know what I chose? I chose Yanmega. What do you mean? You have Passimian on the screen. I plan to trade for it. Well, drop it for it. I think you can do that. I think you can. If you can't, fuck it. I'm stuck with Passimian. The reason I want Yanmega is because I despise Passimian. That's that's really the reason. But also because I think Yanmega is an excellent Terra Captain. I think it's worth a lot more Terra points than a Passimian. Passimian, it's much better for the team, much better. A smart person would keep Passimian, but I really, really don't like Passimian. And also, Void of Darkness also agrees with me on Yanmega. Overall, Yanmega had about 45% to Passimian 55% on this team. I really would prefer Yanmega though. I just like Yanmega so much more. The next two picks I just straight up did myself. I did not ask anyone for these. I asked a little bit. Like I asked Genhui, yo, what do you think about Auroras? Mostly because I love Auroras. I love Auroras, but sadly, she is garbage. Vanillix is not garbage. Vanillix is a fun Pokemon. I've drafted Vanillix. It carried me in my best ever draft game. Vanillix is great. So I drafted it. Gives me Aurora Veil too, so I can go Hyper Office, which I would appreciate because my team does not actually have a lot of walls, which someone pointed out to me. Which, fair. But I mean, Mega Scissors basically Skarmory, come on. And then Smeargle was the final one. Lame, and I'm probably going to misuse it the whole time. But, like, come on. It's Spidops or Smeargle. It's Spidops or Smeargle. Like, come on. You can't be serious. Now I'm going to go as Loss. Well, I've officially DM'd them asking, hey, you want to trade or something? Because I would not mind doing... Again, I want to quickly review again. Oh, but never mind. I got a notification. They're asking what I'm thinking. It was Hatterene Rotom Wash for Tapu Fini Uxie. If they say yes, that would be crazy. But I kind of doubt they would say yes. But they don't have an... Oh, wait, they have Raging Bolt. I realize they do have a Raging Bolt. Now, yes, you do have a Raging Bolt. But, I'm just going to say but and not have anything else there because, frankly, there is no good reason to accept my trade. Okay, maybe there is. Magic Bounce. Is their hazard removal good? I mean, they have a freaking great toss. What am I saying? I guess we may as well go over the Terra types. This is Tree type Terra. Basically, if you've seen most of Pokémon in these leagues, you know what this is. Except, it's all slightly different. It's 14 points the max instead of 15. 9 points and under can terrestrialize with exceptions. 1 snap type, 2 other types. Miss Magius, I went Ghost Fairy Electric. Well, I haven't actually selected it yet, but this is what I plan to take. I was told you could consider fighting on Miss Magius. I think that fighting is honestly kind of whatever in this. I would prefer Fairy. Fairy fills the role that fighting would need to kind of well. I'll take Fairy. And I also would not mind having a second Fairy on my team, because fuck Hatterene. Passimian, I had lots of options. I had Dark, I had Ground, I had Fairy, I had Poison, I had Ghost, I had Steel. I went with Dark and Steel for now. I got suggested by someone on the team's POW to do Poison instead of Steel. Poison over Steel was something I heavily considered, and I'm still not sure which one I want to grab. I don't know. I'm gonna try and rebuild in so Fini will be on the market. I don't know about you see it. Let me know if you're willing. Wow, I can't believe they didn't instantly reject my trade. They definitely know something that I don't. You can see that I have a internal thought process about what my team is gonna do, and they probably do as well. They have a deeper understanding of their team than I do. So the double electric, no one gives a shit. I also want to check this out. Ignore this. This was just a random one of my many, many plans, and these are just other drafts that I had. Well, I haven't actually used this one. This one's really good, though, for lower tier draft. You see this? I want to discuss some of the details here. This has a lot of information that you can check out. So we see our hazards. Hazards. Smeargle counts as a bunch of hazards. So we have tons of hazards. Hazard removal. This is what I meant. I would like magic bounce. Healing is also something that I was worried about. I noticed this later. I don't have much healing. I am so glad that Hatterene has healing wish. Healing wish I think I'll use at least once in this whole league. And then I only have like Roost Mega Scissor. Longevity is not my strong suit. I'm gonna have to play offensive most games, which includes Mega Scissor. So maybe maybe I would even have Roost. Momentum wise, we have plenty. You are allowed to baton pass, dry pass. We have 4 U-turn mons, Volt Switch. I mean, we got the old Volt Switch course, Scissor Road and Wash, except it's a Mega Scissor, so it's even better. Item removal is whatever. I have more trick than knockoff. I got more spectral beings. Alright, status-wise. Yeah, we're fine. Priority we have a ton of. I mean, we got a Mega Scissor. Obviously, we got priority. And disruption. We have a decent amount of taunt mons, and that's really the one I care about. So, hey, this is... I'll take this. Where's my blue? God damn it, man. As for typing... This I was a little bit iffy about in regards to my last 2 picks. I wanted my last 2 picks to help with specifically Fairy. It didn't help in the end. Because Mega Scissor is pretty much my only resist. I don't know if I would count Iron Moth. Probably will. But I feel like Iron Moth, I don't know. Everything else is fine. Like Ghost is a really difficult type to resist. And I did get told a strong Ghost does obliterate me. Which is why I went Terra Dark Pessimian, by the way. That is why I took Terra Dark Pessimian. So we kind of have another one, which I will take. And everything else is actually pretty good. Fighting... I did actually look at fighting a little bit, but my resists aren't that bad. Miss Magius can actually be pretty good as a resist here. Well, excuse me, Miss Magius. Overall, I think I really like my draft. I'm going to have to come up with nicknames, though. I have a few nicknames done already. Let's see what happens if I change it to Yan Mega. Also, if you're wondering why it says Pincer, so am I. So let's say I do Yan Mega. What changes? We don't discuss rock Pokemon, that's for sure. Yeah, this is what they meant when they... It was specifically the rock specifically rock that people were worried about for my draft. Now, what rocks have been drafted? Ogerpon Cornerstone? I mean, Passimian isn't helping anyways. I mean, it is, but it also isn't. No rock. No rock. I don't know what rocks you guys are worried about. Is that literally the... Oh. This thing looks dazzlingly bright. It can hit my Garchomp. I mean, it probably dies to one bullet punch, no. It probably just dies to a bullet punch. Who's scared of rock Pokemon? Let's be honest, guys. I mean, I could also go Terra Steel, Miss Magius, but fuck Terra Steel.